Remember we learned that melodic minor scale and had that natural seventh. So I've grouped together some chords that have that natural seventh in them. And you probably won't use those as much, but have them in your inventory when you get a little more advanced and you'll recognize that color. We talked about how you can recognize that color earlier. Take your D minor and drop the root on the fourth string down a half step to get you your major seventh. Now this is very, very important that you understand and you memorize these intervallic relationships, because besides knowing that the seventh in the key of D is a C sharp, that's one way to do it, and it's a good way, it's a proper way. But you also want to be able to build chords by an intervallic reference method. So if you have a root and you need a seventh, know that all you got to do is come down a half step. And if you need a flat seven, you come down a whole step. And then a sixth, be down a minor third, and so on. Because if you reference those notes against other critical components, it makes it quick and easy for you to build your voicings. All right, so that's the first chord, D minor, major 7. It would have to be specified like that. Because remember, if it says D minor 7, it has a flat 7. That's understood. So D minor, major 7. Now, I have seen the chord symbol D minor, sharp 7. You might wonder what that's about. Well, they're actually meaning that you take a minor 7th chord and you sharp the flatted 7th, so you end up with a natural 7th. You probably want to rewind the video on that one, but you'll see all kind of chord symbols. I'm going to do a course, like I said, one of these days about chord symbols to clarify some of the ambiguity with this stuff. Next chord, we need a D minor 9 with a major 7. So what do? We raise the root up on the first string, up to the 9. Next chord, D minor major 7 with a 6. Well, we'll go back to our original D minor major 7 and raise the 5 on the second string up to the 6. Next chord, D minor 6, 9, major 7. So what do you guess? We're going to use both of those notes. That's a handful to play up in there. It's pretty squeezed up, you know. So what you would probably do is just play that. And I haven't been playing any of these along with the jam track, so I'm going to play jam track 1 so you can hear some of these. That's the D minor major 7. You can hear that tension, D minor 9, major 7. Frequently, these would be not parked on. You know, you'd move somewhere else. D minor, major 7 with a 6. D minor 6, 9, major 7. Okay, so you can hear there's a sound there. And it might sound quite foreign to your ears or even indeed dissonant. It's one of those acquired tastes, and make sure you listen to the Cuban music. I've said that because you will hear that natural 7 and the natural 6 frequently in the chord voicings. Our final chord in this group is a D minor 9 with a major 7. So I simply take my D minor. I'm going to need an extra finger to capture everything, so I'm going to double stop the 5th and the root right there. My 3rd finger is going to play the 9 up on top, and then my 4th finger is going to play the 7. Now that's another handful. But it's a great chord. And hey, one of the best ways to really increase your dexterity is not just to sit and practice scales. That's dexterity just down one way. All these chord voicings that involve contortion, extension, double stops, all kind of different things like that are wonderful for really creating flexibility in your hands, okay? And the best part, in my opinion, is that you're starting to see things in a different way. I just created a line using that D minor 9 major 7 and a D minor 6, 9 major 7. So when we get into more soloing, you'll see how these chords will serve you. I would actually like to recap right now. Let's go back and play all of the chord voicings from this lesson and the previous 2. I'm just going to go right down the list. So pull up examples 22, 23, and 24. Here we start with D minor add 9. D minor 6. D minor 6, 9. D minor 7 with the... Okay, so you got those. Now then we had some other chords that are a little more demanding. So you had the D minor 9. Right? Now we're in example 23. So on this one, you're going to have to grab that double stop out here. And you got a little bit of a handful. Then you had D minor 9. So they sound quite a bit alike. D minor 7, 11. D minor 6. D minor 6, 9. D minor major 7. Now we're on example 24. The D minor major 7, D minor 9 major 7, D minor major 7 6, D minor 6 9 major 7, and D minor 9 major 7. Now that's that real handful of a one where you're going to have to stretch out like this. You can hear that many of these chords would be ideal chords to end a minor tune on. In jazz, frequently the last chord can be tremendous tension. So keep that in mind, but it's part of your arsenal, part of your harmonic vocabulary. If you're not keen on some of these chords, then just bypass them. Grab the chords that I'm showing you and grab the ones that you like and the ones that you can play. I don't want you to just be struggling. Take some of them, but break them down into smaller voicings and then start mixing them together, and we'll do more of this later on. You'll see how to do that when we're playing over the progressions. Okay, next lesson we're going to do even some more chord voicings.